everyone, welcome back to the part 2 of Study Tips. In this part, we'll be looking at the possibilities of scoring 100% in our exam. Yes, you heard me right, 100%. And also some tips and tricks to achieve our goals. 100%. Is it possible, or is it just a motivation? Maybe it's an impossible 3-digit number to attain. Now, even if it's possible, where is the proof? Let me tell you, it is possible, and here is the proof. These are the photos of me and my friends who fought our exams and are still fighting, conquering all the subjects. How do we do this? Let's find out, my fellow warriors, how to plan and fight this exam battle and put the 100% victory flag over our subjects.
Tip number 1. Start fresh and stay positive.
Yes, I can do it! Tip number 1. To pray. Prayer is the key tool to release stress, gain positivity and start fresh. In order to attain the best result, you need the grace of God, and without God, it's impossible.
Tip number 2. Planning. Time management can be challenging. A study plan is an organized schedule outlining the study times and learning goals. It helps us to be self-disciplined and gives us more time to prepare for the exam, which will enhance our productivity as well. Here is an example of my study plan. Use a calendar to check the number of days for the exam. Create a planner accordingly to organize your time. Figure out and plan what you need to study and how much time you require for each subject. This will really help us to put an end to all confusions. We feel organized and motivated to study. It also helps us to increase our concentration level and reduce exam stress by studying regularly and methodically. Tip number 3. Timetable.
Timetable. Prepare a weekly timetable based on topics to be covered by breaking the portions into smaller units. Customize this according to your own convenience because different people have different learning habits. Include the day, date, time, topic to be covered, etc. Now, if you look in my timetable here, on Wednesday, I'm going to do chapter 1 and 4 of physics from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And from 4 to 5, I'm going to learn biology chapter 1 and 4. Now 5 to 6, that's my most favorite part of the day, as a break time. Always remember to keep breaks so that your brain can soak in all the information that you're putting into. Now towards the last column, that's the revision. The most important part of the day is to revise what you have learned. The more you revise, the lesser time it takes for you to revise the next time you're going to learn for an exam. May it be 1 hour of learning or 10 minutes of learning, always revise. And lastly, try not to change this timetable once you fix to it. Make it a habit, because a timetable never changes itself. It changes the person according to it.
Tip number 4. Break time.
Few moments later.
Okay, over there. On the mountain. Yeah. Don't do that. Tip number 4. Breaks. Take necessary breaks between your study sessions to improve your focus and your concentration. I like to do during my break is to play music.
Tip number 5. Workspace.
Number 5. Workspace. Choose an area in your house dedicated to only studying. This will help you focus better and be more productive. Declutter your desk. Only keep supplies that you really need. Make sure to keep the phone away to prevent distractions, and also make to-do lists.
number 6. Focus and read.
Tip number 6. Focus, read, and highlight. Make it a practice to underline the key points. This will help you remember them better during your examination. Read the paragraph over and over again and get a clear idea.
Tip number 7. Self-notes.
Tip 7. Key points. Now that you have read through your paragraph thoroughly, how do you make a record of this in such a way that it is easy for you to study? Read through your paragraph and make notes in the form of key points, diagrams, or flowcharts. While making notes, find answers to the question words what, why, and how, as well as the advantages, disadvantages, and applications of this topic. Doing this makes it easier for you to study during your exams. In case you have a doubt, write it down in a sticky note and ask your teacher later.
Tip number 8. Practice past question papers.
Tip number 8 is to practice last year's question papers. The secret to score 100 is to practice at least 20 to 30 question papers. There are lots of books from where you can practice last year's question papers. Also, there are plenty of websites from where you can download them. This helps us to get familiarized with important topics and cover the entire portion.
Tip number 9. Group study.
Guys, what's tomato? Tomato? I know, kidney. No, liver. It is kidney shape. Point 9. Group studying or having a study partner is a fun way to test your knowledge by discussing topics with each other and by asking questions to each other.
Tip number 10. The don'ts.
Tip number 10. The don'ts.
Don't daydream, else your exam will be a nightmare. Keep all unnecessary distractions out of your way. Don't stress to a point where you begin to panic.
Illyas, yeah? Wanna go for Karak?
Don't procrastinate.
Sure, I can do this later. I did 4 chapters.
Don't compare.